You see that 114 there in Erica's 10-day forecast. That will happen next Monday. It's going to get very hot very quickly. 2 hikers have been sent to the hospital after being rescued from the heat.
So it happened yesterday afternoon on Camelback Mountain. Rescue crews were called to the Echo Canyon Trail in the afternoon for reports of a hiker in distress. Now, while en route, they were also notified 3 other hikers who also needed help. 3 of them were rescued by helicopter. The other was brought down on a stretcher. We're told that 2 hikers remain in the hospital, one of them in critical condition. Phoenix Fire has not yet released their names or ages. First responders were also treated by medical staff following the rescue just to make sure that they were okay. Well, sadly, this is something we see every year, as it can be very dangerous on our trails in the heat.
So Anita is out at the Gateway Trailhead with some tips this morning, because Anita, it's going to get very hot very quick as we get on into some of these summer days here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Dangerous and potentially deadly, and that's the scariest situation. Even if you are very, very healthy, that heat can hit. Right now, for example, so this is McDowell Mountain Range, Scottsdale area, so I pulled up the temp. 90 degrees currently outside. Captain Folio from Scottsdale Fire joining us. This is a reminder every single year. And we have new people moving in. We have people who are visiting, and then we have people coming in from out of town. Yeah. And they're hitting that trail. It's hot.
Yeah, so let's keep it real. We have over 1 million people that visit each one of these trailheads, right, throughout the state. The important thing is we've got less than 1% being rescued, and that's what you see on TV. And there's a common theme, right? They don't know their limitations. They don't have a plan. And the bigger thing is these adults are being peer pressured by the other adults, right? Let's go here. Let's take a picture. Oh, you're lightheaded at the trail. Well, let's at least go up there and get a picture, because we need more followings on our social media post. That's what we're running into. Wow. So the biggest thing is, if you saw Phoenix Fire, Scottsdale Fire, Tempe Fire, all of our automatic aid regional partners did a great job yesterday on that mountain. When you see 3 firefighters running down the mountain with a big wheel with somebody in the basket, that's a serious situation. They've gotten themselves into trouble. It was 101 degrees at 11 o'clock in the afternoon when that happened, so they obviously didn't have a plan. You got to bring a charged cell phone. This isn't enough water. You have to have about 6 of these to be on one of our trails.
And when you are halfway done with your water supply, that means you have to head down.
Turn back and go back to the trailhead, absolutely. So, and notice the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion. When you start feeling dizzy, you're sweating a lot, your mouth all of a sudden gets dry, you get a headache, that's signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion. Heat stroke eventually goes into you're feeling like you're going to pass out, you're vomiting now, and just your organs at 104 start to shut down. That's what happened with one of those victims on the mountain yesterday.
Doesn't just happen on the mountains either, though. It can also happen just walking out in your neighborhood when it's really, really hot and you're not used to it.
Yeah, and once again, know your limitations. Like, you may not hike with the person that hikes this every day, and you're just here visiting. So if you're in our resorts right now and you're watching this, go hike our green belt. We have a beautiful green belt that you can walk on. You can push your limits there. Go to a park, walk around the park 3 times, push yourself. Go another 2 laps around the park. You don't have to come up to 2,000 feet elevation to push yourself. So just know your limitations and have a plan.
Or leave a little bit earlier when it's cooler. But here's the other thing that people may not think about often. Sure, the hikers are in danger, but so are you guys. The firefighters do train for this, but you can succumb to this heat as well.
Yeah, they put over 40 firefighters on that trail yesterday, and we're carrying 30 to 40 pounds of equipment. So what people don't realize is that first unit that gets there, they get on the trail. They have mountain packs. They want to get there. They want to reach you and stop the clock, right? We want to see what's going on, evaluate whether we need to bring in Firebird for a rescue, additional crews. And at the same time they had that rescue, yet they had an additional one on the other side where a lady had gotten into trouble and waited an hour before she called. And her core temperature, that's one that you saw with the ice bath that the Phoenix is doing now. So you just got to know your limitations. So let's hit it real quick. Have a plan. Start your hydration the night before. Bring a charged cell phone. Bring good walking shoes, and know your limits. Just start early and end early.
And sunproof clothing, the SPF clothing, hats, sunglasses to provide a little bit of shade. All of that makes a difference as well.
All right, Anita, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Anita, and to all the fire crews and the firefighters who are out there helping us and rescuing us when we desperately need it.